back
Ugh.
back to regularly scheduled programming, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. Uh,
It's
Funny story. I don't know where
uh,
my notes are, but don't worry. Um, I just finished the QB yesterday, so that's fresh.
mm.
And the other one shouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah, I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, it's been a while since I've read these. I hope I have enough to say about them. Like I remember enough to like have an opinion about.
Yeah, and I think we'll be okay. I don't know. Hopefully, I don't get sick anytime soon. So that will help solve a lot of our problems.
Yeah. Yeah, I said earlier to Paul, I was like, yeah, we have I have 2 Saturdays in a row that I have to go live with Kyan. And he goes, well, if she didn't keep getting sick. And I was like, I'm gonna tell her you said that.
You know what? If y'all kids didn't keep coughing around me. Okay.
All
Uh,
right. So
Start with Bonded by Thorns.
yeah, Bonded by Thorns by Elizabeth Helen. That's what I picked for December because it was my birthday month.
Yeah.
Man, that seems like forever ago.
It does. It really, really does.
Ugh. Okay. Um, Before we get into it, trigger warnings for the book: violence, blood, injuries, emotional abuse, implied physical abuse in a past relationship, and that's pretty much all that I could think of.
Yeah, I didn't think
Like,
there was.
yeah, it's not too dark.
Mm-mm. I wouldn't say. I mean, it's hard for me though because like I'm like in the trenches of reading a lot of dark right now, so I'm just like, oh yeah, it's not that bad, but you know, still check the trigger warnings.
Yeah. Um, what to expect? It's a Beauty and Beast in the Beast retelling. It's why choose. There is like male relationships
Mm-hmm.
happening within the wide shoes.
Yeah.
Um, it's it's slower burn between the female main character and the rest of the MMCs, but because there is already an established MM relationship, that's kind of where the spice factor for this book comes in.
Yes.
Um, there's four Fey princes, seasonal realms slash courts. There's fated mates, a beastly curse, and of course, you can't have a Beauty and the Beast retelling without the FMC loving books. So
Yes. Obviously.
that's what I have for my what to expect. I think this this first one, usually with like retellings or like inspired by, and if it's a series, the first one usually holds true to like the central theme of like what it's the original story that it's taking from. And so I expect the rest of this series to kind of like deviate further away from the Beauty and the Beast retelling, but I liked the little nods that we got here and there throughout this one when it comes to Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody's been around me for any length of time, then like they know that Beauty and the Beast retellings are my favorite retellings because I'm a huge Beauty and the Beast fan.
Yep.
Um, I won't go as far as to say this is my favorite, but also
No.
too, I think that to its detriment, it's the first in the series. And I'm not going to say I always dislike the first in the series, but I always feel like there is so much we have to learn and so much that we have to go through first that it takes a little bit for it to, not to me to like warm up to it, but you know what I mean? Like it takes me
Right.
a second. So while I enjoyed it, and please don't ask me what my favorite Beauty and the Beast retelling is, because I don't actually know. Like that might be something I need to figure out. But I did enjoy it. I kind of found how they incorporated Gaston in this one to be interesting. Like,
Mm.
yeah, I mean he's the villain obviously in like the original as well, but like I thought it was interesting that I mean he wasn't they just like took it a little bit further. And that he popped up as much as he did because I don't know. Like I just thought like we were gonna get to the castle and then it was gonna be like, oh, whatever. But also there was so much going on there at the end that I feel like you're right and it's going to veer.
I mean, it has to, because this is gonna end up being what, a 6 to 7 book series.
Um,
I know that I think the fifth one is going to be coming out soon, and there might be one. I know there's at least one more after that. There might be two.
it says 1 to 7.
Okay, yeah.
What?
So it is a huge series, and so I feel like when you have a huge series like this, the first one is just like a little amuse
Yeah,
bouche, if you will, a little appetizer, uh, in terms of like the entirety. I mean, it has to be. You can't give answers right away when there's 6 more books to come.
yeah. So
Um,
the seventh, so one of them is a prequel novella, but book 5 comes out in April, and then book 6 comes out in July.
yep,
Have you, I mean, I'm going to ask this question knowing that I'm probably already knowing the answer to it. Have you continued the series?
not yet.
I didn't want to because I have a bad habit of once I go on to the next book, all of the events and everything like meld together for me. And I can't always remember what happened in the first book versus what happened in the second book. And I didn't want to get on the live and like say something and it'd be like, oh, that's actually this
Well,
book.
here's the other thing, and this might be why I rated it the way that I did. Um, I feel like at the once I got to the end of this one, because December was a wild month for me.
Oh, yeah.
It was a wild month for you too, apparently, in a totally different aspect.
Yeah.
Um, but I was not able to get a lot of reading done. And so I kind of made this one a priority at the very beginning of the month when I wasn't going to be as busy. And then we had our vacation, and then I got the flu. So, um,
Uh,
I, when I got to the end of this book, I felt like, okay, there's not a lot going on plot wise yet. And I don't feel like me putting distance between me reading books one and then the rest of the series. I don't feel like I'm in danger of losing a lot of information because not a lot happens in this book.
no. It really is like a quintessential, like, get you used to the world, get you used to
It's
like
a setup. It's a
yeah,
setup,
it's
yeah.
set up to the other 5 books. But yeah, no, I wouldn't say like even with because I also read it in December, which doesn't usually happen. I usually wait to read it closer to the live. But I also read it in December and I feel like I could probably pick up book 2 and be totally fine starting it. Because
Yeah,
really you just have to remind yourself of like where it ends because truly that's when everything's going to start shifting anyways because like we got introduced to the world and we know kind of what we're doing and now it's going to be like okay so why does all this matter.
right. I think when it comes time to me to like pick up the rest of the series, yeah, I might go back and reread like the last 20 pages,
Yeah.
but just to like refresh on where it ended and where we left off with these characters. But other than that,
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really much to retain except for like the characters. It's in
Mhm.
this first book at least, it is a very character driven
Yeah. And then also kind of
fantasy.
through understanding like the dynamics of the 4 Fey princes because you know they each represent their worlds and then and you have to get to know their personality. So it's like all of that is so much character driven that I feel like I mean I might even pick it up here soon and I would be totally fine to keep going. And I am interested in
Oh
continuing
yeah.
because like the first one was enough for me to be like, okay, first of all, why is it 6.5 books? I'm always wondering that, right?
We've asked this about another series in the past, and
Um,
we haven't continued that series to figure out why it is indeed.
I'm not so that series, I know what you're talking about. Um, I'm just scared because the books are like so like I feel like I need to when I pick it up, I need to be able to read like 2 or 3 of the books back to back. And
Mhm.
I feel like summer's probably gonna be my best bet. But yeah, they're just so chunky, and I'm like, and is it ever that serious? Yeah, I mean it is that serious, but like, ugh, can I take it seriously right now? I don't know.
Yeah, I think if it wasn't for the fact that I've kind of set up the next, like the first, so I this month I'm doing covers only with florals on it, and then I have March, April, and May picked out, and June. Archer's already told me what he wants me to do for June. So maybe I can like kind of somehow figure out a way to fit.
How are you already that far planned?
Listen, when you got the flu, you're bored as fuck, all right?
That's
Like,
true. When I had COVID, if I wasn't sleeping, I was just like, wow, it like this is a lot of free time, which I don't normally have. So I was like, this is so
ac-
weird.
yeah, actually, I think I was doing one of my like 3 miles on the treadmill and just stare because the way that my treadmill is set up, it's next to our bed and it faces the
Oh, your
bookshelves in my
bookshelf.
bedroom.
Okay, yeah,
And so I was just like, oh, sometimes, listen, I think it was a day where I was like really struggling to get through those 3 miles. And I was just like trying to distract my brain. Like
I get
TV
that.
wasn't working, whatever. So I was just
Yeah,
going through and figuring out, okay, which one of these authors, how many of these authors have I read? How many have I not read? Which ones have such in common? And just trying to like categorize it in my brain. And
that makes
so I started coming up with categories, and then I just ended up putting it down in a notes app.
I like that. It's a good idea. I am actually going to start back on my 3 miles this week because I think I'm finally to the point. I'm starting tomorrow, but I think I'm finally to the point where like I'm not dying. Um,
Yay.
we love it here. But yeah, no, I'm just really impressed with you to already be into the summer planned. Like, ugh, I don't even know what I'm doing for March.
I know what I'm doing for March. Um, I think one of the, I think it might be April's like theme,
Hmm.
that I might be able, if I'm in the mood, then the special editions of this series that I have could probably most likely fit. But I just don't know when I'm gonna be in the mood. Like I want to continue, but I want to be in the mood for it. I want to give it a fair shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I do want to give this series a fair shot because, like, the next book, I want to say we looked it up and it was like 500 plus pages. So I want to be like in the right mindset to enjoy the series, be ready to dive into like longer books and all of that because, like, I did enjoy this little taste,
Hmm.
if you will, in the first book. Um, what did you rate it?
I gave it 4.5, but it's more of a 4 than it is a 5 for me.
Yeah, like I gave it a 4 because there wasn't anything like inherently wrong with it,
No.
but it wasn't like I was like, wow, this is the best Beauty and the Beast retelling I've ever read. And that's simply because if somebody markets something as a Beauty and the Beast retelling, I'm reading it.
Hmm.
So I'm just like, yeah, we've already done that. You know what I mean? So like that's kind of too, and like you said, very character driven, which there's nothing wrong with that. But like I want to see some other stuff happening too. And I'm hoping that comes in book two.
I mean, it has to.
It has to, because it can't. I don't think she can do another 500. I think it was like 554 pages.
I don't know. I don't have my iPad in here to look it
Well,
up.
my iPad's dead, but don't worry, my phone isn't. So I literally flipped it open, like, oh, I can just look stuff up since I can't. I don't know where I put my notes.
Because
Um,
I know the other series that I brought up that we were like, why is this series going to end up being 6 books? That one is like the books are 700 pages.
yes,
So,
and it really is just coming down to like when am I, and it's really too, it's just like I look at the book and I'm like, wow, this is going to take me forever. And then I'm like, I'll just do it later. And it's really not because, like, I think once I get back into the world, like, I'll really enjoy it
mhm,
because while we kind of struggled with like more editing and technical things, like I love the world and I love the
Oh
characters.
yeah.
I want to get back. It's just, my God, is it 700 pages serious?
Yeah. The audio definitely helped
Yeah.
with that.
And we just bought the special editions of the next two books. And I'm like, I need to read it to see
Yeah.
like, if I, because you know, like we have to have matching sets, obviously. But I'm just like, dang.
Yeah. I know. I'm really hoping, like I said, I'm pretty sure it was either the third or fourth one that got picked up traditionally, and then I think they're republishing.
I'm pretty sure
Um,
they're republishing all of them.
and so I haven't, if they're out yet, I haven't gone and like compared
Mm-mm. I haven't looked into.
editing of indie versus publishing, like traditional publishing, um, to see if the problems that I had with it were fixed. We're talking about a whole different series. This is not the Bonded by
Oh
Thorns
yeah, no,
series at
nothing to
all.
do with that one.
No, I didn't have any issues with this one. Um,
Yeah, the next book in the series we're talking about, so we're talking about Amber V. Nicole's Gods and Monsters series. Book 3 is 689 pages.
mhm.
And then, yeah, just seeing them when I go to like Barnes and Noble and like I just shop around, just seeing them, I'm like, why are they so big? And then book 4 is 783 pages.
I feel like I would have to dedicate just an entire month, like once that series is completed, to just listen to all the audiobooks.
Yeah, honestly, that's part of the reason why I haven't continued because I'm like, maybe I should just do like a big binge once it's finally completed. Because that's what I did. Because obviously, I came into the Throne of Glass world later than everybody else, and I just binged straight through. And I
Mhm.
did dedicate a solid like 4 weeks of my life to that series. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do with this one too.
Listen, I had a great February, not February, I had a great January reading month, and February's kind of letting me down. I had, I've read two trilogies back to back, and they were like, I finished two trilogies
I know. Did you see
from
me? I was like,
beginning to end, and they were both like 3-star reads for me.
first of all, that sucks. Second of all, proud of you for finishing the trilogies,
Thank
though.
you.
Love you. Love that for you. I'm the one who normally binges, and you're like, yeah, I'll pick it up later.
Well, see, okay, with the first one, it was a bind up. And so I'm like,
Oh, okay.
it was easy to just, and
Keep.
then I think I might have had the audiobook as the bind up too,
Yeah.
not sure. So it just kind of
Yeah.
read as one book. But the second one, I was like really invested in just one or like one to two of the characters in
Mhm.
a poly situation.
Yeah.
Like so I just wanted to continue and see where that story panned out. And in the end, it was what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, it hasn't been the best. Hasn't been the worst.
No, I can think of months that you've been like, actually, this is horrible.
Yeah.
I've had
Um
a pretty solid reading month. I've read some pretty. I actually am going to start Daggermouth tonight.
I haven't read it yet, and it doesn't have florals on it, so I can't read it this month.
Yeah, I'm starting it tonight. I'm pretty excited about it. I have the indie book because I bought it like forever ago, and then
Nice.
um, it's blown up. So now I'm like dystopian. Like, gotta give it a try.
Listen, it will 100% fit my March theme. However, because it's been like I think picked up by a traditional publishing house
It has been.
and an audiobook is set to come out, I think sometime in the summer. I'm not 100% sure. And so I'm like, I really, really want to experience it via audio, but I want to read it now too. So it's just like I'm having to fight with myself on
Yeah, I keep telling myself like I can read it with my eyeballs, and then if I love it, then we can just reread it with the audio.
maybe.
Still like chasing the high of like Hunger Games and Divergent. So I'm just like, please write more dystopian, but like I need it to make me feel something.
I I mean, speaking of audio and bringing it back to the book we're talking about,
Bonded by Thorn.
um, I did listen to the audiobook for Bonded by Thorns. It was duet.
Did you like it?
Really, I really, really enjoyed it. And
Okay.
I'm 99.9% sure that when I continue this series, it will be by audio.
Okay, so if that's your advice, let me write that down. And by write that down, I mean let me include that in my notes app.
Yeah, I put in parentheses that I loved the audiobook. So,
Okay. Perfect.
um favorite character, I really liked Farron. He was the Autumn Prince, I think, right?
He was, yeah. I had to think about it for a second. I was like, listen, I know you're gonna be shocked by who I liked the most. I liked the Winter Prince the most.
Of course, of course. I also really enjoyed who the villain is supposed to be. Caspian is what I wrote down.
Yes, that is, and I think that's how you say his name. But yes, I'm assuming that's our big bad.
Like anytime he would enter the room, for some reason my brain, in Phantom of the Opera when he like just drops into the masquerade
Yeah,
and it just plays his theme song, that's just what would enter my brain because he has a dramatic flair, a villain
yeah.
thief, like
Everything that he did just felt over the top.
I loved it.
I no, I did too. Like I was here for the drama. It was just funny to me because the princes were like so over him, and I was just sitting over there laughing because like his dramatic entrances, like you know what I mean. It just was so funny to me.
Yeah, he had a villain flair and I was here for it.
Yes.
Least favorite character, it's gotta be Lucas, dude. What a tool bag.
Yeah, I'm over it.
um like I said, the rating I gave 4.5, Spice a 3, and continue the series, yes.
Absolutely.
Um, favorite quote, I included it with my January wrap up. No.
Yes. Thanks.
Yes?
Yeah, I want to say it was on your January wrap up.
That's right. I did not read this in December. See, time is just like, for some reason I thought I read this in the beginning of December. Um, you were never my prisoner and I was always yours. That's a favorite quote of mine.
Yeah, me too.
There wasn't many quotes I had highlighted to
No.
choose from, if I'm being honest. Um, and the same goes for the next book that we're talking about too. Um, it wasn't a very flowery, poetic
It
style
wasn't.
of writing, which is perfectly fine. I enjoy those just as much. But it was more upfront, I guess.
Yes. It was it and the thing was is like I felt like for both books that we had some good moments and the guys were who we thought they were going to be, but they weren't like the kind to like wax poetry about their lady loves. Like they were the kind
Mm-mm.
to like get shit done.
Yeah. At least for now. That might change in the next books. Who
Yeah.
knows? Favorite scene, it had to be the winter ball.
Oh, for sure.
Loved it.
And you know I loved it too because like that's my man.
It is your man, but it's also this, just like I was talking about, Caspian, he
Yes.
crashes the party like Phantom of the Opera. And I'm like, bro, I
And
like your
everyone's like,
style.
ugh, what is he doing here? Like, hello. That's how I imagined it. Like him just showing up and being like, hello.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Uh, but yeah, that was Bonded by Thorns.
Yes.
A solid choice. Probably not my favorite of the year. Speaking of I don't remember all the books that we read in 2025. What was our favorite book club pick of 2025? I'm gonna need you to give me my options.
Okay, hang on. Okay, so Bonded by Thorns, obviously. Chasing the Wild, which I don't think either of us would pick as our favorite.
Mm-mm. It
Uh,
was solid, but not a
that's
favorite.
solid, but yeah. Hunt Me, Darling.
No, I think that might have been our least favorite of the year.
Yeah, yeah. A Lesson in Deceit by
Oh, Ali Shanti.
yeah. The Point of No Return by Devin Sinclair.
A solid Phantom of the Opera, monster, gargoyle, banging.
Guild and Spark the Flames,
Oh, Guild. Guild was definitely in the running for least favorite too.
which is crazy because of the literal cult following that series has.
Yeah. Did you ever continue?
I've read the second book, yes.
How was it?
We're still slow burning.
Oh shit. All right,
Let me
continue.
be clear. I have no idea, unless I look at spoilers, I have no idea who she's supposed to end up with. I don't know what we're doing.
Okay.
The Devil's Backbone. We did like the Devil's
I
Backbone.
did like that one.
We really did, and I am actually desperate for the next one.
Yes.
Spacer Love by Emily Antoinette. That was cute, but I
That
wouldn't
was
say it's our favorite.
again a solid like sweet alien.
Yeah. Throne of Broken Gods and the Book of Azrael. Wouldn't say was our favorite.
No,
Lies Like Rubies duet by Poppy Jacobson.
not a favorite. But not bad either. I
Uh,
think it was mid.
yeah, and then we did. Oh my gosh, we did so many duets back to back. We're crazy. The Forbidden duet by Amelia Emerson.
Okay, I liked that. Okay. So,
I mean, I enjoyed that one. I really did.
top 3. I know A Lesson in Deceit, Ali Shanti is definitely up there.
Mm-hmm.
um Spark the Flames, was it?
Yeah, it's
Um
the one that
by
Richard chose, the dragon.
yeah, by Ivy Asher. That's probably in the top 3.
Oh,
And then um
this is probably you're probably going to be like, "Are you crazy?" But like that Phantom of the Opera one, I loved that Point of No Return.
yeah, that was really
This is
really
my
good.
first Gargoyle one, so I think I loved it even more. So I mean,
That's
it would
fair.
be that one or The Devil's Backbone for me.
Okay, yeah, Devil's Backbone would be number 3.
Yeah, because I did not expect to like that book, and I don't know if you did either. We were like, "Oh, this is kind of interesting," but I don't think I expected to love it as much as I did.
Yeah, it's something that I haven't seen many
Mm-mm.
authors like that time period, like Western, um, just that period of time. It was really different, and I think
Mm-hmm.
really unique, and I really enjoyed how it wasn't a damsel in distress type of situation. Like she was a badass bitch out for revenge. Loved it. Um, yeah, that's my top 3 then.
Yeah,
Bottom 2 definitely Guild, and then the Hunt Me Darling.
yeah.
That's the bottom 2 of the
We're
year
gonna
for sure.
report my video because we're not on the guild bandwagon yet.
I mean, you've read the second one. Do I need to continue?
I do think, like, I think that the biggest issue I have, and we've talked about this, the biggest issue I have is everybody said this was a romantasy series, and I would not agree with that. I would say that this is a fantasy retelling with romance. Now, does a romantasy series happen later? Probably. Am I enjoying like the politics and all of that? I am enjoying it, and I am going to continue, but I can't promise that by the time I get to the end of it, this is going to be like my next favorite series, unless
Mhm.
something shifts pretty drastically. So, like, honestly, I wouldn't prioritize it. I'd say maybe let me finish it and then I'll let you know if it's worth it. But I did
Yeah.
enjoy, like, the second book was long, it was like 500 pages.
Yeah, they get really chunky.
I listened to the audio, and the audio was done really well, so that kind of helped. But also too, like you learn because the first one's like this big, and then we get to here, right? But you learn so much more about the world, and then war kind of breaks out. She gets kidnapped. Like there's all these things that happen, and none of those are spoilers because it's like included in the blurb and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So a lot happens, but by a second book in a series, we kind of know like where the romance aspect of it is going if it's a true romantasy. So that's the
Mm.
only beef I have with it. Like I'm fine to read fantasy series that have like romance elements, which I think is this series. But I think when you get to the later books, that's when like the romantasy part happens, and that's why people like pitch it as that.
Right.
But no, like I enjoyed it. Am I interested in like finishing it? For sure. But
Okay.
I wouldn't prioritize it. And I'm not.
And I'm not.
Like I'm not. Like I literally read that book in January, and then I was like, okay, and I started a completely different fantasy romance series. So
I never, yeah, you texted me that you were starting it and then you never
Mhm.
got back to me that you'd
I never
finished it.
said
So I'm like, it was either a DNF or it wasn't worth mentioning. So,
and you know, like I just can't really, and I really think too, like this must be how the general population feels when they read Throne of Glass for the first time. And I ended up being on the other side of things. Like, no, this series is like, you know what I mean? So it's like,
mm,
maybe I'm just missing something. I don't know. So I will report back, but like, I don't think enough happened in, is it Gleam or Glint? Whichever one, for me to be
mm,
like, this is one of the best series ever.
right. All right. um, so January, we decided to start the year off with an author that we both have read and really loved, but we haven't featured in our book club yet. And
No.
that is Miss QB Tyler.
And I think it's crazy that we haven't featured her either.
Yeah, I looked back and I was like,
Yeah, I feel like she would have been a pick that like seems obvious for us.
yeah,
We just never did.
obvious, like Shanora Williams, obvious. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like
Oh, speaking of Shinora, have you gotten your physical book?
I did, like
I
the art
just,
copy.
I literally just checked my packages and it was in there.
Yeah. So, okay, quick deviation before we start talking about this book.
Oh, I'm so
So,
sorry. I feel like
I'm
I'm so
about,
excited.
yeah, I'm about, I don't know, 60% into um this month's book, King of Ravens.
Yeah,
And then I'm immediately jumping into
absolutely.
Sonora Williams.
hmm Now that I know it's out there, it's like literally sitting on my kitchen table right now. I'm like, I might need to just ruin all of my plans and do this. But
Yeah.
anyways, back to QB Tyler. So
Yep.
sorry. Just very excited about some book mail.
Yeah. So we chose Keep Her Safe.
Yes.
It's a MF romance. It's bodyguard. The female main character is a famous actress, and she has been since she was like what, a teenager,
Yes.
I think. There's an age gap, a pretty significant one. The main male character is 35 and she's 23.
hmm
She has a dangerous stalker. There is Daddy.
There is.
Um, it's pretty light, and there's no age play involved. He loves to eat, and we love to see it.
And we love that.
There's no third act breakup, and there's a lot of sneaking around going on.
Yes.
There is a lot of trigger warnings, so let me get through it.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
There's mentions and discussions of cheating, not between the MCs.
Mm-mm.
There's mention of loss of parents, there's stalking, and that is to include invasive and creepy notes, attempted murder, kidnapping, stabbing a bodyguard who isn't the MMC, a car crash, and hospitalization. I
Yes.
think that's it.
I think it is.
Um, but yeah, what did you rate it?
So I'm at like 4.5, 5.
I put it at a 4.5. I'm pretty sure on Goodreads I put it down to a 4 because it's not my favorite QB Tyler.
No, I don't know what
Um,
is my favorite, but it's not him.
it's not my least favorite, but it's also not my favorite.
Um,
Um, or it's not a new favorite, I guess.
and this is one,
I still loved it.
isn't this one of her more popular ones? Like this is a lot of the time what people say to start with for her.
I
Or is there a different one I'm thinking about?
I think there's a different one that you're thinking about.
Because there's one
Because
that, like, when you mention QB Tyler, they're like, "Oh, have you read this one?" And I'm just trying to think about which one that is. But anyways, I can look that up later. Ugh, it just popped.
well, I can tell you the one that I always recommend, and that's What Was Meant to Be.
Maybe it is that one.
I think the one before I got into the QB
Yeah,
Tyler verse, the one that I always saw recommended was one of her earlier books called Unconditional.
yeah, yeah. It's one of it's either the one you said or it's unconditional. And why did I think it was this one? I don't know.
And I started with Unconditional. I'm pretty sure I gave it 3 stars, and that's the lowest I've ever given a QB Tyler book. I don't think I've ever given another book by her a 3 star other than that one. Um,
Wasn't that the start of her? That was one of her early ones, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Um, like I really enjoyed the romance aspect of it, but there was something with a side character that happened that I was like, this came out of left field, didn't enjoy what happened here.
yeah,
It felt like drama just for drama's sake.
yeah,
Um, but other than that one like anomaly of a 3 star, I've given all of her books 4 or 5 stars that I've read.
yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I gave it 4.5, and then Spice was 3.5.
Yeah. And I would say probably like when I go to rate it, it would be more a 4 versus a 5 because like I feel like if I'm questioning it, then I should probably go 4 and then like there's probably a QB out there that I'll be obsessed with. Like I haven't read the Nanny one, so and I need to read the rest of the Secret series.
I feel like QB Tyler is one of those authors that, like, if you start reading her from her earliest works to her most present day works, you can see how much she has grown as an author,
Yeah.
and it's very clear. She was never a bad author to begin
No.
with. It's just she's kind of fine tuned her storytelling.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, she's always been one that I really like. Have you read What Was Meant to Be yet?
I'm halfway through it. Shh, don't say anything.
Okay, okay. Um,
I will
but
report
yeah,
back. I will report back.
I'm pretty sure I gave The Nanny is Off Limits 5 stars.
I think you did too. I think literally everybody that I have seen has said that it is a 5-star book, and I'm like, dang, I really need to read it, and I just haven't picked it up yet.
It's really it's really good. It's got more of a sweeter
Yeah.
romantic undertone because they're having to deal with um children, because
Yes.
he's a single dad of like 3, I think. And obviously she's the nanny, the new nanny for these kids, and they lost their mom at a young age, so it's very there's these like little tender moments, and
Yeah.
it's really sweet. Um,
Oh, I'm really
but
busy.
yeah. So the form that I read, it was audio. The audio was dual narration, and it
Okay.
was good. I
Okay.
mean, if you can handle dual narration, because I know many people prefer duet, which duet is top tier, but it was a good dual narration.
Yeah.
Um, favorite character, I put Shay. I
Yeah.
know what you're gonna say.
What am I gonna say?
You're, I know what you're gonna say. Just say it.
I mean, he's my type.
I know. Say it. It was it was really hard for me to choose between the two MCs.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing too. Like, I really, because sometimes it's really easy for me to be like, oh yeah, this person's my favorite, but I wouldn't say it was easy in this one for me to pinpoint a favorite because I did really enjoy both of them.
Yeah. I also really enjoyed her like best friend.
Does the
I
best
thought
friend get a book?
yeah.
Yes.
I always love when I there's like bestie representation.
Oh, for sure. You need your bestie.
Especially when it's a character who without their bestie like would live like a really lonely secluded life and she has to because of what she does
Yeah.
and for like her safety and her privacy she has to keep a guard up with people, so to have like a ride or die in her corner.
Yeah, and I think that I really like that she had that and like that it was carried throughout the book because it really is like she would be so isolated.
Yeah. Least favorite character, I mean, come on, it's Jeremy. Okay, like there is no other villain in this book or
No.
like anyone who deserves to be put in the least favorite character spot. It's Jeremy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. There is no argument. No, nothing.
Um, favorite scene, I put when she calls him daddy for the first time. Listen, I went into this book not knowing anything other than it was a age gap bodyguard like forbidden romance,
Yeah,
and so I love a good like surprise daddy
yeah, I think that's
scene.
literally how you pitched it to me. And I was like, oh,
Yeah,
bodyguard, I'm in.
I had no idea. I should have known because QB Tyler uses daddy a lot.
Yeah, she loves it. And we love her.
I love it. I love her for it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, but I didn't know that this book specifically had it. And so when the female main character said it, anytime I get a surprise scene like that,
Yeah.
I always go,
Not the pearl clutching moment.
yes. Like I love it. Um, so yeah, that was it's either that or like the limo scene.
Hmm. You already know I chose the limousine and kept it moving.
Yep. Love a good limo scene. Speaking
Oh.
of limo scene, there is a specific hot limo scene in the second book of that Elizabeth Stevens.
Yeah.
All superheroes need
Photo.
photo ops.
Yeah,
Yes.
there was.
You yes.
Yeah, I
Love
want
it.
you to know, I don't think you were on vacation when I read it, and I was like shouting. Like not in a bad way, but I was like, oh, I was just like,
If
I,
you love a limo scene,
I need her to write more in that series.
I know I'm patiently, very patiently
I'm trying to be patient.
waiting
Um,
because it's such a unique, like a unique concept.
it
In
is.
like, yeah, there's been plenty of like good versus evil,
Yeah.
hero versus villain, but it's just the way that she's doing it, like mixing it with like otherworldly, like not monsters, aliens. It's just it's so good. Anyways, I'm going on a tangent. Um, favorite quote from this book again. QB Tyler can get poetic at times. Um,
Yeah, she can.
but there wasn't there was a lot of like sexy quotes I, I highlighted because if that woman could write one thing,
Oh, yeah, no, for
it's
sure.
a dirty talker. All
Oh,
right.
yes, absolutely. All of them. Every single one of them. And she gets
Um.
better at it.
Yeah. So the one favorite quote that I highlighted was she said, "You stayed," and he said, "Of course I stayed. You haven't gotten it yet. Right next to you is the only place I need to be." I mean, it's just it doesn't need to wax poetic like that. It's something so simple.
No, because that's his lady, and that's it. That's all.
Sometimes yeah, it's just the simple things sometimes that hits you the hardest.
Yeah, I like the one where he's talking about coming from two different worlds, and he would never ask her to give up her world, but he would call like to her for anything. I was like, "What's up?"
But yeah, I mean, good solid 4 back-to-back
Yeah,
reads.
yeah, and I think it too. Like it was a good start to a good into 2025 and a good start to 2026.
I tell you what, it's really um the pressure I feel like is on for me to end 2025 on a good note. So I'm glad I was able to do that this year.
Yeah, because I mean, here's the thing, like every time we pick a book, we go in with the intention that we are really going to enjoy it. So when we
Oh,
don't,
of course.
it's like, excuse me?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it like when you chose Guild, I was like, yeah, we're gonna love this. Cause I haven't heard anyone say anything bad about it.
I know. And then we both read it and we're like, excuse
Two
me?
stars.
This is what y'all are talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't. And you know what? Maybe once I get to the end of the series, I'll understand it. I don't know. Because I am going to finish it. I just don't know when.
It might have been a case of the hype really just killed this one for us.
And you know how I am with hype. Like, I struggle with it. So it was bound to get me eventually. And I think it got me.
It got us both.
No, because it's like, and I loved Raven Kennedy too because I read her Cupidity series, and there's another series I read of hers. So like when she started doing this series, I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be like I'm so excited for this. And then I was like, uh,
It was my first introduction to Raven, so it wasn't the best.
you got to read the
But
Cupidity series.
before we read that one, we read Ivy Asher, and I'm pretty sure they have written like written like books. So I'm kind of interested.
They're best friends. They like if so it's like basically like they go to signings together, right? And they've co-written a ton of books together. Like they're
Yeah, I think maybe the next time I try her, I'm gonna try one of the co-written
mhm.
books to kind of ease my way back into her. Like I need a win.
Yeah, because
I can't be constantly disappointed because I'm never gonna want to pick up another book by her.
no, and it was just, and I think too, because like I read a series from her before and like really loved it, that like I'm willing to like push through. But, and I have so many friends that have read it and so many people post about it. And I'm like, what am I not getting?
I don't know.
And then, like I said, maybe the romanticy comes later. So like maybe I'm just missing that right now. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I'll go back to reading King of Ravens.
Yeah, I'm starting that tomorrow. I'm pretty excited about it.
I can't say nothing.
Will we? I know we can't say anything. Will we love it as much as her other trilogy? Stay tuned.
I I want to say something. I can't say anything.
Don't say anything.
I can't say
Um,
anything.
that's literally the caption I put because I've already scheduled our live for next weekend. That's literally the caption I put. I was like, "Will we love this as much as the Courts of?" Why am I forgetting?
The something
Tenebrae?
Shadows of Tenebrous
Will
Court.
we love it as much as that series? Stay tuned. And when I asked that question, guys, I hadn't even started it yet, so
I'm
oh,
really trying to keep a straight face
I
because I
know, I
don't.
know. Anyways, same place, same bat channel next week because the youth of America got me sick and we're behind.
Yes.
About to be caught up though. It's
Let
me
me
so
go see if
hard not to text you about this book.
I know. Let me go see if Archer wants to say hi.
Ugh, he's probably gaming.
Probably. It sounds like he's bouncing a ball.
Sounds about
Archer, did
right.
you want to come say hi? Yeah. Okay. Come say hi real quick. Before we leave. You'll see her again next weekend.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we have another live next weekend.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello. How are
She's
you?
alive. She survived the COVID.
Girl, give me that water. I want water.
Okay, well, you can sit down and talk for a second.
I mean, if you're
Yeah.
too cool now, I understand.
Oh, I don't think there's room on it. Okay, here, sit on my lap.
So how's your day?
That's good.
How's having COVID?
So great. Thanks for asking.
Hmm.
I literally just now kind of feel like a regular person again.
Nice.
I literally don't know how this kid didn't get the flu.
Yeah, because you guys were all sick and then he just didn't.
Mm.
Yeah,
Nice.
I know that he drank after both me and Paul.
For sure.
And we're so secluded in the same hotel room for like 8 days.
Yeah. But also,
Oh,
too,
yeah.
like,
Good.
kids are always around each other and gross and coughing everywhere, so maybe they just, like, get a better immune system.
It could also be with flu virus that basically immune to.
Okay,
Like,
I wouldn't say immune because
yeah.
immune means you can never get
Yeah,
it.
like if you want to like don't have symptoms or
Yeah.
Oh, you were asymptomatic?
Yeah. So he has had flu A and B,
Mhm.
and I'm pretty sure. So Paul and I had A,
Okay.
and I'm pretty sure that when Archer had A before, he was like the only symptom he had was just maybe feeling tired or
Yeah.
a very low grade fever.
Must be nice, because I was in the literal trenches.
Yeah, I literally felt like I was dying.
Yeah, I literally had 101-degree fever for like 3 days, and it would break, and then like 2 hours later, it would be back.
Yeah, I spent
most of the time on
like
sleeping.
yeah, when we got back, I spent I think 3 to 4 days just laying in bed being like
Yeah.
and then
I li-
finally I was like, I have to get out of this room. I'm getting depressed. I need to go like go sit in the living room, let some sun shine on me.
you have to after a certain point, because if not, you're just gonna. It took me like once my fever broke, I like went out and sat outside with Belle for like a couple minutes, and then
Mm-hmm.
I took a shower and changed my sheets, and then I was like, dang, and I had to sleep for like 5 hours.
Yeah,
The worst.
no fun.
No.
Yeah.
All right, can we say bye? You said hi.
Bye.
Glad you're feeling better.
Thank you. I'll see you next week.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.